What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. Today's video I'm going to show you guys how to AFK 500 or possibly 1,000 Pokemon battles in Pokemon Legends ZA. Let's get into it. Okay, first off, you need to be in this specific restaurant here. It's called Restaurant Lana. I think you can unlock this if you do a mission. I don't remember which mission it is exactly, but it's fairly early in the game. So if you guys want to check that out, make sure to do as many missions as you can until this becomes available for you guys. This is the 1-star restaurant where you will have to partake in about 3 battles here, and it's about $3,000 at the start of it. I think in the mission it becomes free, but afterwards you have to pay. What you do, I think, get back once you win your battles and stuff. So we're gonna be here in this cafe, and the Pokemon we're gonna be using for this battle specifically is going to be Garchomp. And Garchomp, I'm pretty sure other Pokemon works well for this, but I've noticed Garchomp works best, and here's why. Now Garchomp here has a move, and I'm pretty sure this is very obvious to many people that it has the move Sand Tomb. There's other Pokemon that may have it, but Garchomp is a dragon type, and it pretty much has a lot of good stats all around. So I think ideally this is the main reason why people go for Garchomp, other than the other Pokemon that's out there. But yeah, Sand Tomb, a pretty good move to have. Does cover a good radius when they send out the Pokemon. So if it's at a high enough level and if you have high enough stats for it, this could pretty easily take out Pokemon in one hit. So ideally what you want to do is you want to have the move set to a certain position. So I have Sand Tomb here on the right side, which is where the A button corresponds to. And so you're going to need that there entirely for this to work. So each time it commands an attack, you're using Sand Tomb. So another thing to note is that your Pokemon has to be, just to get the full benefits and make sure that your Pokemon stays in the battle, make sure that your Garchomp is EV trained, or at the very least get its HP and his attack up. Make sure it has an adamant nature so it can get the most out of its attack stat. And right now, as you can see, it's level 65. I have its attack stat up, and I have the HP up a little bit there. I have his stats up all around because that's obviously I was using him for battling the Pokemon here. So, but yeah, I got the most out of his attack right now. And the item that it's going to be holding, as you guys can see down there, is called the Rocky Helmet. So if you don't know what that is, I mean, the description is there, so you guys can read it for yourselves. It makes recoil damage for the opposing Pokemon if it makes contact with the Pokemon that's holding this item. So pretty much self-explanatory, right? So now next I'm going to show you guys how to exactly do this AFK. All right, so in order for you to do this AFK, you're going to need a turbo controller. Now the one that I'm using here, this is for the Nintendo Switch, for the Switch 1, not specifically for it, but it does work for the Nintendo Switch 2. As proof of this video, because I'm actually doing it right now. I tested this before making this video out, so I'm using the turbo controller for this. And so what you want to have your button mapped to is the A button, obviously, for the input. But another thing that you have to keep in mind too is that the Pokemon can't attack unless you hold down the target button, which is the L button, and this is where the rubber band part comes in. So once you have your button mapping done to set it to A, you want to make sure you hold down the L button as well. So this will get the Garchomp to pull out the attack. So once that's set, and once that's all set up, you'll be good to go. You can pretty much leave your controller down for however long you want to, and yeah, you can get your battles done. So I'm going to show a little demonstration of how this all goes down with me not doing a single thing, and to show you guys exactly how the battles are going to be each and every time. So let's go ahead and check out the demonstration. All right, so as you guys can see, I have the button mapped set to the A, and I have the rubber band over the L trigger. So that way it should target the Pansage like that. See, not pressing nothing, and it's automatically doing it. Now, in some cases, there will be some cases where it won't target every Pokemon, but as long as the Sand Tomb attack is still in play, and they get the damage in, and as you can see, Skiddo is using, I think it used takedown, so it got the recoil damage there. So Make sure your Garchomp obviously has enough HP to withstand attacks to stay in the battle longer. And at some point, it's going to use Takedown again. You just wait for that to happen, and then boom, there you go. Skittle down. So each Pokemon trainer, you're going to fight three trainers here, and they have each 2 Pokemon. So, and like I said, you're winning your money back for all these battles. So spending $3,000 initially just to do this, it's not going to be really a big deal. So, but yeah, that's basically how you do things. But there are some key things that is worth noting as well. So this second battle here, this trainer has a Panpour and a Carvanha. Now the Carvanha is going to be a slight problem here. But as long as your Garchomp is at a high enough level, then you should be fine. Garchomp pretty much has biting moves, so obviously it's going to be taking a lot of damage that way. But in this case like this, you want to look out for it, because like I said, if your Garchomp is not on the higher left level, it could just keep getting, damage to the point where it could possibly, you could possibly lose here. So like that's what I said, make sure its HP is high enough, and then, obviously make sure the Rocket Helmet is in play too, so it can take the damage from using those attacks. But other than that, this one uses fire types. This one has a Pansear and a Litleo, so that Sand Tomb is going to make easy work out of these two. And that's basically how it is. You just let it run just like that. Your Pokemon goes back to full health after each battle. Well, after each of these 3 battles, I mean. And you just repeat that process until, you get your 1,000 battles in. And it's as simple as that. All right, and that's how you successfully do it. So I should have said this in the beginning, but this whole video was to help people get over 1,000 battles in doing the research mission that you got to complete. I think you have to get over 1,000 Pokemon battles in. So this is the reason why this video is, pretty much made in the first place. So I forgot to mention that in the beginning. But if you're doing this in another means of getting more money, getting more rewards, even though the rewards are small, but they do add up. So if you're looking to farm for some money, farm for some experience candies, whatever it is, this pretty much is the go-to for right now. So if there's any other places that you think is better, let me know in the comments. But as of right now, this is the feasible, safest way to effectively get the research mission done, so you can get the shiny charm, which is what I'm going to do. So hopefully this helps you guys. If it does, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Pokemon content. I'm actually going to be doing this turbo controller stuff for shiny hunting fossil Pokemon, so be on the lookout for that video as well. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, peace out.